Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be when the new supply finds out. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So I'm going to jump right into it. Who or what is the new supply? The new supply, for those of you on the channel that are new, and again, thank you very much for being here, or for you veterans, the new supply is an individual who is now in a relationship with the narcissist. Now, this does not need to be romantic. It can be, but it doesn't need to be. It can be a neighbor, a friend, a family member. It can be virtually anybody. But the new supply is a person who now will be giving their resources, including their time, their energy, into the narcissist. Keep in mind, the narcissist needs individuals around them to regulate themselves. They need people to abuse, to manipulate, to have them distract themselves from themselves. Play that again. The narcissist is an individual who portrays themselves to be one person, perhaps kind, loving, very social. They have a lot going on. Not all the time, but many times. But in fact, in their minds, they are cowards, they're bullies, they are afraid. It's exactly what they are. So they need people around them, in this case, the new supply, to help them to feel like they're somebody. Let's put it like that. So when you were in the relationship with the narcissist, I'm certain you did not believe, first of all, that there was such a thing as new supply until you figured it out and you got the wisdom, or you're getting the education on the narcissistic abusive cycle. Because what is new supply? Like really, if you really think about it, removing the narcissistic arena for a minute, new supply is like you go to the grocery store, and they have new supply. Like there's new paper towels and there's new soap and things like that. They got new supply. That's what you think of. But when you actually are using this term with the narcissistic abusive cycle, new supply is an individual. It's a person that will certainly not know what they're in for, and their resources will be decimated, and their time, money, energy, effort, everything they possess will be taken from them before they know it. It's exactly how the narcissist lives their life. But when the new supply finds out, this will be an eye-opener. It will be a light bulb moment for the new supply. Just like you, when you had your first light bulb moment, which means you were in a relationship with somebody who turned out to be a narcissist. You did not know what narcissism was. And then you said to yourself, wow, I'm going to start researching like toxic relationship. Spouse won't talk to me. I'm isolated. Things like that. Perhaps you Googled it, perhaps you went on YouTube and researched these things, and then eventually you will hit pay dirt. Eventually you will hit narcissism or narcissistic abuse. And when these light bulb moments go off, that's when you're like, oh my gosh, like I was with a narcissist, what is this? And that's when you get the wisdom, you start going down the rabbit hole, and you understand that these individuals who are narcissists do not think like you. They think about one thing, which is themselves. So whether you were married to one or not, or maybe one's a family member, the narcissist cares about themselves exclusively. That's it. Yes, they wear different masks. They trick and manipulate people into believing that perhaps there is some goodness in them. There's not. They just want to decimate people. But getting back on track, when the new supply finds out, this is going to be an awakening for them. It's going to be their first step of exiting, not entering, exiting the narcissistic fog. That's when they're going to have to take action and say, oh my goodness, like no wonder my bank account was so flush with money, now I have nothing. Or no wonder my physical appearance, I used to be in great shape and physically healthy, and now I'm having issues, I'm having to have surgeries, or I'm not looking the best. Why these things happen is because the narcissist is extracting resources from you, meaning in these two examples, your money and your physical well-being. You see, the more you're in a toxic narcissistic relationship with the individual, and the closer you are to them, meaning the proximity, the more they drain your energy. It's a fact. It's the way it is. The narcissist wants to suck the life out of you. They want to take everything they possibly can from you. And for the new supply, when they find out that in fact this person is a narcissist, they have a long road ahead of them. Now, I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm letting you know if perhaps this is you. Maybe this is the first video you're ever watching and you're like, oh my gosh, I get this. Andrew's right, this is what's happening. Well, then that means that you have a lot of education coming your way, and you must become awakened and aware, and you must understand that You are the priority. It's not this person that perhaps you fell in love with who did not fall in love with you, who turns out to be the narcissist. No, the narcissist doesn't care about anybody. They care about money, and they care about perception, and they care about what people think about them. That's about it. Having said all these things, the narcissist will not change. Remember, if you were in a relationship with a narcissist, or maybe you're in one with one right now, you have to understand they're not going to introspect. They're not going to be accountable. They're not going to take responsibility for anything. They're going to blame you for virtually everything that's ever gone wrong in their life. Yeah, they will. Why? Because they need a punching bag, and they need someone who is in the narcissistic fog, who will tolerate their poor behavior, and will believe that they will continue to work for the narcissist, because perhaps the narcissist will throw you a breadcrumb of hope, or a breadcrumb of possibilities, or a breadcrumb of days gone by. That's exactly why the narcissist keeps people stringing along or strung along. And that's why they have multiple sources of supply. I say this so frequently. The narcissist does not have one source of supply, whether you're married or not. They don't have one source. I can tell you that, certainly. They have so many sources of supply behind your back. Think about the smartphone. Think about dating apps. Think about the apps that they're on. Think about the groups or the organizations they are members of. Example, maybe they're a member of a golfing community. Maybe they're a member of a chess club. Maybe they're a member of some organization, whatever it is. These are all props to give the narcissist supply. So again, if you were in a romantic relationship, just for this period of time, for this part of the video, and you were married to them, or a serious romantic relationship, you were probably thinking, wow, when you took your vows or you became committed to this person, they were going to be committed to you. Nothing could be further from the truth. That ring was just a weapon to abuse you, or a license to abuse you. It's exactly what it was. And that's why they disappear for days, weeks, months on end, getting other sources of supply until what? Until they find your replacement. It's a fact. So the narcissist is always on the prowl looking for unsuspecting individuals. And when the new supply finds out that in fact they were and or are a supply, it's quite eye-opening, because that's when they realize that their relationship was built on a house of cards just like yours was. That's when they realize that this person didn't love them, never loved them, and is incapable of loving them. That's when they realize that this person just wanted their resources. Again, their money, their time, their energy. That's when this person, the new supply, they need to put themselves back together. Why I'm saying this is because most of you on the channel have already been there. You know what I'm talking about. And by the way, drop comments below. The new supply really has a long road ahead of them. And many people, when they discover that they're with a narcissist, maybe it's their business partner, who knows? That's when things shift. That's when things change, because you can't have intelligent conversations with these people, because they're just going to weaponize the conversations against you. Remember, the more you tell the narcissist about anything, specifically your personal information, the more they weaponize it, and the more they twist the past, which is gaslighting, and the more they may potentially future fake you and tell you things will change, which is a whole different video. But the narcissist, they won't introspect, they won't change. What they will do is find ways to manipulate other individuals. So again, with the new supply, when they find out, perhaps this new supply, let's say hypothetically, they're really strong, and they say, okay, I'm done with this, and they end it with the narcissist, whatever relationship it is. That's a great thing. That's called taking action and taking ownership. But these people are few and far between. But believe me when I tell you, if you do take action that benefits yourself, that's what the narcissist doesn't like. That's what they don't want. That's why whenever you put up a boundary with the narcissist, they can't have it. That's why when you call the narcissist out, and I'm not saying by calling them a narcissist, I'm saying you stand up for yourself and you say, well, I'm not going to tolerate this behavior any longer. What's going on? We're supposed to be in a relationship. It's supposed to be reciprocal. We're supposed to be helping each other out. Once you put a boundary up like that, many times that's when the narcissist says, okay, it's time to leave. It's time to end this relationship and disappear. Why? Because this person, which turned out to be you, is catching on to me, and I already have sources of supply lined up, fresh, new sources of supply who I don't have to work for, and they will give me exactly what I want. So I will discard this person, which was you. I hope you understand that, because the narcissist is a lazy individual. They want to take from people who are unsuspecting. And keep in mind, why should people be suspecting? On this planet called Earth, we're supposed to all get along and have our best interest and other people have your best interest at heart and vice versa. That's not the way it is. We know that now because we came out of a narcissistic relationship, and that's when we have to insulate ourselves. But there are so many billions of people on the planet that either A, have not been in a narcissistic relationship, or B, don't even know what narcissism is. And these are the people the narcissist will glom onto next, and they will be the next new supply until that supply wears down or the relationship ends, and then they'll get another new supply, and on and on and on. Which again is why the narcissist does not have many long-term friends or relationships. What they have are secrets, hidden agendas, misinformation, manipulation, devastation, destruction, and non-concern for you. It's how they are. You see, the narcissist cares about only themselves. So guys, before I close the video out, I want to let you know, when the new supply finds out, that day will happen. Maybe it's happening right now. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow, who knows? But when you think about the new supply, let's say, I'm assuming you don't know who they are, but maybe you do. You just need to say to yourself, wow, that person's in for a long road. And my hope is they get the education and the wisdom like you're getting on my channel and many others. That's the whole purpose, because the education is out there if you can find it and if you want to learn. That's what it's meant for. It's meant to insulate you. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed, continue to become awakened and aware, and understand the new supply will find out. It's just a matter of time when. Why? Because every narcissistic relationship has an expiration date. That's just the way it is. Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Continue to believe in yourself and move forward each and every day. Have a great afternoon, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. I love you guys. Bye-bye.